don't take every single piece of advice and become somebody else, I think. Only through intuition. I think that's the only way for me that works to select stuff. So it's, I read a script and I think, do I want to do this? Do I think I'm going to have fun doing this for the next? Because then you're stuck with a project for 3 months. So, and hopefully you meet a director and you kind of get a vibe if this person's going to be nice to work with or if this person's going to not be very nice. And yeah, my role of course really matters. Of course it matters now if we know where it's going to be released or if they have a proper production studio that's making it so that it'll reach the audience well. Yeah, and then yeah, but it's an intuition for me. I do want to do this or. It depends on the person you're getting to direct. If the director is really nice, then it's fun and all languages I've really enjoyed. If the director is not very nice, then whatever the language is, even if you are fluent with it, it's like going to school where you really like a teacher who's teaching a subject, and then you might really, you look forward to that. In class we used to have those periods, so you look forward to that period, and if you don't really like the teacher, you're like, oh, that, So, but I've been lucky, I've mostly got nice people to work with. I don't know, it depends who it's coming from also. If it's coming from somebody who really means a lot to me, I do take it seriously and try to work on it. It depends on what also. Like, I recently got negative criticism from someone who was actually close to me, and she told me, she said, you need to now stop putting pictures of yourself on your terrace. But then this I thought I said no, I want to do it because what example am I putting out there for other girls who are watching it? They should see that my terrace, there's a little leakage there and that's where that cement patch is there. And they should see that there are wires in the background and we've not just photoshopped them, and they should see that you can be a normal girl and be happy about it and roam around in life and have movies also now and be popular also on Instagram, even if you have photos that are not with a perfect background. So yeah, so that criticism. Then there is criticism where like faceless trolls who say, die, you should die, you are a prostitute in different languages, they call you words. So then that you don't really take seriously because you don't know who they are and that wouldn't really matter. And yeah, if it's criticism that's coming, like I said, from close people, like if my mom's watched something and she says, the acting there I thought was a little fake or a performance thing, I take it seriously. If a director is telling me in between a shot that, that was horrible, I take that very seriously. So it depends who's giving the criticism. So different things shape you up. I think good and bad experiences teach us a lot. So all of them, but changed maybe my first film 1920 because that got me into films. So that maybe I'd say, and now maybe Kerala Story because it was so widely watched by everybody. So probably the first and the last for now. And for an actor, it's a series, it's a movie, it's the same thing. You give your chunk of 30 days and you shoot, you do the same acting, you wear the same clothes that you would in a movie or a series, and they shoot with same cameras, the directors are the same. They pump in the same amount of budget also now, whether it's a movie or a series. So for me it was the same. We had really cool action that I'm getting to do, really unique action I would say. I'm waiting for people to watch with what objects I've done action with and all. Quite cool stuff. So I really enjoyed it. So I made people scared with 1920. I have instilled fear in their very souls. I've made people get really emotional and cry with Kerala Story. I think it's time to make people laugh. But Commando's coming next, but the project that's coming after that is something that I'm working with a lot of people I really look up to, and an actor who I think his comic timing is something I think the whole country really looks up to, his subtle nuances with comedy. You don't have to take every advice that you get. You have to take some, not that you shut your ears and, but don't take every single piece of advice and become somebody else, I think. Try as much as you can to retain your own individuality. I think all of us have the ability to mimic. Mimicry is nothing, it's just keen observance of someone or something else any sounds. I love making sounds of anything. Like if you move a chair from here to there, in my head I've recorded the sound and I later try to make. Yeah, this is what I do when I hang around alone. I try to make sounds of different things. If I hear the wind blowing, ooh, I try to mimic it. Yeah, I do these things. If I hear bats, I try to mimic that sound. So I like to record sounds in my head and then try to see if I can mimic those sounds. And yeah, I do that with people also. So I used to watch movies before and then try to do both the characters. I used to do him and do her on mute, just for fun, for my entertainment. I like to entertain my mind sometimes, and I'm a very entertaining person with myself. So yeah.